I'm at a stage in my life where I really don't know what I want to do with my life. And some people might say, oh, but you're just 17, don't worry about it, you still have the rest of your life to figure out what you want to do. And they're right, but more and more, I feel like it stresses me out to not know what I want to do. And there's still plenty of shit that I have to experience throughout my life that might, make me discover some things that I'll enjoy and that, you know what? I might want to do that as my job. But the reality is that I'm fucking lucky. I'm lucky to have the friends that I have. I'm lucky to have the family that I have, to have the opportunities that I have, and just not knowing what you want to do is a fucking blessing, because there's people out there who doesn't have a choice. There's people out there who lives in poor countries and that, they'll just have to, their life already fucking settled because they know that they're gonna have to work in, I don't know, fucking mine all their life, and it's, you know what, that's it. I don't have the opportunity to do something else, and they're stuck there. And that made me realize, damn, just having the thought of not knowing what to do is so fucking lucky. My problem is that I want to find the perfect job that would suit me, and what my dad said a couple weeks ago that really stuck with me. He said to me, stop trying to find the perfect job. You'll never find the perfect job for you, because there's always going to be upsides and downsides to what you do. He said, stop wasting your time trying to find what you want to do right now. He told me, who do you want to become? What kind of person do you want to be later? What values do you want to have later? How do you want people to see you, but more importantly, how do you want to see yourself when you look in the mirror? Do you want to be someone who helps out people? Do you want to be someone that makes them laugh? Do you want to be someone that takes care of people or whatever, And by asking those questions to yourself, you'll answer your own question being what you want to do. Right now I'm in CJET, right? And I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing there. I ask myself, what am I doing there so many times? Because you don't see a point to what you're doing, right? And eventually you might see it, what you're doing right now might bring you opportunities that you didn't think you would have had later, but it's really hard to continue not knowing why I'm doing that. And that's the problem, is that I could be spending my time trying to find what I want to do, but I don't fucking know. So I just continue being in fucking school, and going to classes. And another thing my dad said is that stop asking yourself so many fucking questions, bro. Sometimes in life you just have to go forward, not knowing where the fuck you're going. Eventually you might find your way. Right now you might be fucking lost in the sauce, bro, but it doesn't matter, because at least you're still walking on a path. You said to me, it'll always be fucking better to walk somewhere even though you don't know where you're going than to stay stationary and do absolutely nothing. This year I realized that I had a purpose. My purpose was that I wanted to make people laugh. I wanted to help people out. I wanted to make them realize some things, and so maybe they could relate, and that's why I started this fucking YouTube channel, I said, if I could help one person out, I'm good. That I've done it, And I said that to my friends a lot. I said, you know, what I really like is making people laugh. And I don't give a shit if you laugh at me. You know, I already said that. I don't have any fucking ego. You could laugh at me. I don't give a shit. If I make you laugh, that's even better, you know. But making someone's day by making them laugh and realize that, you know, life's not that shitty is so great. And by thinking that way, I was like, you know what, maybe, I don't know, maybe want to become an actor or maybe a comedian or something. But yet again, something that I ask myself a lot is that what I want to really do for the rest of my life? And that's so fucking triggering to me, is that I feel like anyone could do great things. Not necessarily to be popular or, you know, known by a lot of people. I don't give a shit about that. Just saying that anyone could do things that impact society or just impact someone's life. You could do great things. And some of us don't have the opportunity. That's why I feel like I have to, because some people don't have the opportunity. And so by not taking that chance that I have, I feel like a fucking dickhead. So that's why I'm trying to, you know, do as much as I can with what I have. And yeah, a big problem to me right now is saying that, you know, I'll get a job and that'll be my life, you know. And it's so dumb to think that way, because you could always change fucking jobs. You could always change things that'll make your life better. Or, you know, if you do a job and you don't like it, at least you've done it and you know that you don't like that. That's what my fucking dad told me. Try as much things as you can, so eventually you find what you like. And what I want to say is that it's so hard for me to say, like, you know, oh, like when I was in Sec 5, I was like, you know, I might, you know, want to do a trade, you know. And it's like, I like working with my hands. It seems fun, you know. I worked with my dad, like, since I was fucking 10, you know, helping around the house and repairing shit. But then I was like, you know what, if I become, I don't know, a plumber or an electrician, is that what I really want to do for the rest of my life? When I'm gonna be, like, you know, dying and, you know, there's a few hours left, do I really want to say, you know what I've done in my life is, you know, I repaired people's house, and you know, no. And I don't fucking judge people that do that, because we need people like that. It's just me personally. Like I said before, I feel like anyone could do great things. You have the possibility to change people's life, and that's what I want to do. I want to leave an impact when I die. And I know in fucking 200 years, probably no one's gonna remember me, mate. And I know that. It's fucking normal, but throughout my life, what would make me happy is say that I helped people out. You know, I helped, I don't know, fucking, if I could help thousands of people, what more could you ask? You gave hope to people. You made them realize that life might not be that shitty, you know? And that's it, man. That's what it's all about. If you're like me and you can't stop thinking about the future and, you know, stressing about, but I don't want to, you know, still live with my parents when I'm fucking 25 or 30, or I don't know, or just saying that you want to be someone. Yes, to, like, people's eyes, but to your eyes, you want to be someone. And that doesn't mean that you're a nobody right now. It doesn't mean that. What I mean is that I really want to change people's life in a good way. And right now, knowing that that's one of my purpose. Well, there's so many jobs I could do, but I didn't find quite the job. A question that you guys have to, you know, ask yourself is, do you want to be remembered as a fucking dickhead and, you know, always yelling to people? Like, the thing is that you never know what someone is going through. I just came back from walking with my friends, and one of them told me that he's just started working in a restaurant, right? And um, by accident, one day poured he poured water on someone, and the guy was just being a dipshit. But why are you so angry? You might have had a bad day, but it doesn't mean you have to crash out on someone. They didn't do nothing to you. Yeah, it's just an error. You didn't. It's not like you fucking did it on purpose. This guy just started to crush on my friend, and if he just sort of said, "Oh, you know what, man? Don't worry about it. It's just water. It's not the end of the day." Well, you just changed someone's day. You have the opportunity or the choice to change how someone looks up at life. And I feel by just knowing that, it's such a encouraging thing to know. I don't really know where I wanted to get with that video. I was just fucking yapping like usual, but just what I really wanted to say is that if you don't know what you want to do in life, that's fine, because eventually you'll always find your purpose. Trust me. You might spend all your life trying to, figure out your purpose in life. And the day you find out, you will have a goal, and it will be so inspiring to know that you have something to look up to. Waking up every day knowing, what I'm going to do today is that, and I do that because of this reason. Waking up knowing that you're happy with what you do, and knowing fucking damn well that you're a good person is just so motivating, bro. Things that people need to realize is that, I already talked about that in another video, but things really don't matter as much as you think. If you ordered, I don't know, fucking something in a restaurant and it's the wrong order, yeah, I know it's their job to, serve you the right thing, but is that really gonna change something in your life? That you didn't get the toppings that you want? Yeah, this sucks, but is it that dramatic? That's just an example. But yet again, by saying that things don't matter as much, I just made myself realize that not knowing what you want to do in life is fucking normal. Alright? It is so normal to not know, especially at our age, at my age, or, there's no age to know what you want to do. The important thing, like I said, is to always keep moving forward. Even if you don't know where you're going, eventually you'll maybe end up somewhere that you like. And if you don't, you could always continue walking. You'll figure it out. One day. I believe in you.